Aloha, beautiful souls, and welcome back. This is Marissa with Divine DNA Blueprint, and I just wanted to share this beautiful activation as a form of a glow up. When we're talking about a light bath, bathing our cells, our being, our field, our organs and our hearts, our minds, our tongues and our words, bathing all the aspects of our being in sacred divine light. I highly recommend setting an alarm to go off, like on your calendar or something on your phone. So it doesn't have to be something that makes noise and is distracting to you or perhaps others around you, depending on your work environment and things. But every couple of hours, or at least when we start the day and end the day, find what is a manageable flow for you. At this point, I'm wanting to do it every 2 hours at the minimum. So I'm going to share this practice and you can roll with it and adapt it, whatever works for you and your flow, your life. But essentially what we're doing here is taking a moment, a pause, we close our eyes, taking some breaths, bringing our attention to our heart center. And our goal is to function and live, speak, take action from this place, right? So really what we're doing is a deeper level of entrainment, of sacred remembering who we are, and functioning here from this higher love of the soul, of the beloved I am, these different words that we have, our angelic self, right? At this time, it's so important that we really bring more focus to these aspects of ourself to function as these aspects. So we take a moment to pause, and I start my day with this. So I don't even get out of bed yet, and I'm finally awake and I'm semi-conscious, haven't had coffee, so that's debatable, right? But I'm not in the sleep state anymore. And I'll lay there in bed with my eyes closed. I'll bring my hands to my heart and I'll just tune in to my heart and just start to say thank you and practice gratitude and the art of appreciation for whatever it is. Maybe like, for instance, I got to share a lovely Christmas celebration with my family, or something that touched your heart, whatever is just happening for you, or maybe the weather's beautiful, or you just love the comfort and comfiness of your bed. You just have to find something that's easy and true and start there with this place of gratitude. It could be appreciation for your life, that you're still here, all kinds of ways to work with this, with our minds. So you find that piece that's going to give you that entry. The art of appreciation and gratitude are those entry portals, gateways into the heart and into starting to radiate this love. And you start to get into that heart space and call forth. So I'm calling now this crystalline, divine, golden, diamond shining light of the Christ. These different phrasings that I've heard many different teachers use. I love them all. So see what you like. Sparkle, glitter of soul, glittery light. And today the words were diamond dust. We're going to radiate ourself, our being, our cells with diamond dust particles of divine light. So starting to call forth, I'm calling forth my divinity, I'm calling my divine aspects to come online and to be with me, my mighty I am, my beloved I am, my angelic self, my true nature, my authentic self. I am divine, I am sovereign, I am free. Calling this expanded state, this unified state of awareness to open up my heart and to radiate through my heart. And then you want to just imagine, I love this image, this is something that came through a while back when we were doing an activation, is to imagine all of the trillions of cells in your body. You have almost, I think, 37 trillion cells, something like that. That's a lot of possible atomic source points, right, of divine light. So imagine these trillions of cells right now with your eyes closed and your imagination in your mind's eye, strengthening your third eye faculties of visual, seeing all these trillions of cells like little miniature satellite dishes and turning them all to the sun, within you, the sacred heart within you, the heart fire, right? And calling forth that diamond dust, that sparkle, that light to radiate and illuminate all of your satellite dishes of all of the trillions of cells within your body. And starting to feel how maybe you feel a shift. When this practice is new to you, you may not feel as much energetically, and that doesn't matter. You will. You will. It's about consistency. We're building a muscle, we're building a connection, we're building a relationship. All things take time and devotion and energy. So if you don't feel a whole lot right now, just smile to yourself, knowing that you're doing this practice, and how exciting to radiate yourself and all of your being with divine light, with divine love. And you want to take that light from those satellite dishes and seeing it just streaming forth, and perhaps you see different colors today. Maybe there's different colors every time you do this. Maybe it's pretty consistently the same, a golden light or a diamond water. Different phases of the ascension process and different light body aspects will use different light. Sometimes it's like a pearlescent plasma, like the inside of a beautiful abalone seashell, this iridescence plasma. So just see what you see. Maybe it's an emerald green, maybe it's gold, maybe it's rose gold, maybe it's a soft blue. Depending on where you are and what you're working through, different colors serve different purposes. So bathe your being from the inside out with this light. And start to see if you're feeling anything. And with time, the more you do this, it becomes a lot more instant that you can feel the shift within. For me, it feels effervescent. That's my favorite word to describe when I know my light is turned on. I'm feeling the energy body starting to swirl and buzz and hum. It's this effervescence from the inside. All these little bubbles, these trillions of bubbles inside of energy. And you can feel it like bubbling through your being. And it's quite delightful, no pun intended. So just breathing and feeling this light expansion radiating from source, from God, Father, Mother, God, the universe, whatever words you like to use, Gaia, Sophia as well, the ancestors, the elementals, the angelics. There are so many sources for us that we are a part of to work with. So whatever you like, whatever you prefer is perfect for you in this now. And now, as you're starting to just get into the idea of this or feeling it, I want you to double it. Now you're going to say, okay, now we're going to double this amount of light within my being, saturating my being. And now we're going to triple it. And like I said, the more you do practices like this, the more you're going to start to feel, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm buzzing so much. Like I almost feel like I'm buzzing out of my body, because there's just so much energy, and you're starting to feel much more of a cellular aliveness. This atomic energy flowing, radiating through you. And if you're working through an injury or an illness, you're on the recovery path with some sort of a manifestation of a dis-ease within, whether that's mental, right, emotional, physical, energetic, send energy to those organs or those parts of your being. Or bring forth the inner child. If you're working through emotional stuff right now, integrating, bring forth your sacred, magical, holy child. And welcome your inner child into this. Making sure that he or she is present with you in all of this as well. They have a say. They definitely have a seat at the council table, at the council fire of your being, the aspects of your being. So this is an overall description of this process to give you something to work with. And you can take this and make it your own. And really, it's just about committing to a regular and consistent application of the light, bathing yourself in light. And one of the beautiful messages I received at the end of the summer from the Andromedans, the Andromedan High Council, they said, all of you in this ascension process, as you're ping-ponging back and forth and you're integrating and you're going through these different healing processes and you're having these ecstatic expansions and then perhaps, contractions where then we have to do more digging, digging into the psyche and releasing more programming and more old expired beliefs. It's a constant process, right? We are the work in progress. We are consistently becoming more and more and more beautiful, more radiant, more authentic, more liberated, right? This expansion is infinite while we are here. they said, you know, the fastest route to healing is, first of all, to just focus on the fact that you are already whole. There are just pieces of you that forgot that. So that's a foundational piece. The second piece is bathe yourself in love. If you just keep focusing on love and embodying that. So this is where this activation of this light bath is coming from. Radiate yourself with holy, divine, Christed light. And whatever phrasing you like, you know, that really you feel that, oh, that is so yummy. That feels so beautiful. Oh, I feel so inspired. I feel so energized. I feel so peaceful. So you have to find the words that are the really good key codes for you to like lock it in. And so the more we are doing these light baths and these love baths on a daily basis, the more we're building up our light quotient, which makes it easier when we have maybe a more challenging experience or we're going through some programming, we can bounce back. And so the goal with all of this is to just strengthen your connection to your soul's light and to now be more comfortable sparkling and shining out there in the world. And I love this code of the lamplighters. We are all lamplighters, so we're lighting lamps. Each one of us has a heart flame, a sacred heart flame. Each one of us is a temple keeper of the sacred flame of the Holy Spirit, the soul energies here. And so when we're comfortable shining in that pure love light and just radiating that to other people, it activates them too. So I encourage you to figure out whatever your system is, to set your alarm to go off, start your day with it, check in a couple points, touching in, anchoring in a couple times throughout the day. Take a moment. It could be 30 seconds. It could be half an hour, whatever works for your flow, to just come back into this space, reactivate this, radiate, bathe your cells in light. And then also great to end the day with this as well. So thank you so much. I look forward to hearing how this works for you. This is an amazing way to activate higher frequencies within yourself, to raise your frequency very quickly. And the more consistently you practice this, of course, the easier it gets. And you'll find it's easier for you to not get thrown off center, right? And again, that's a process. We're all going through these processes, and there's always another initiation, an encounter, another soul agreement we made with another soul, or whatever. These lessons, they're coming. They're always coming because we came here to expand. We came here to create and to build, and for our light to grow more large than we could ever conceive of. So if you imagine seeing yourself in your little human body and seeing this massive atomic light core that's like the size of the Empire State Building or something. Look at that comparison. That's a huge light core that we have to source from. And it's time for us to start working with it, actively engaging with it, and living from that power source, right? This inner radiant heart fire soul sourcing of energy and of light and inspiration and divinity. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward again to hearing how this is going and what kind of a system you've come up with. And I'll see you soon. So much love.